Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to today's video. And so today is going to be part one of a two-part teaching called the 3 C's to consistent sales. So today we're going to cover that first C, which is content. Listen, if someone were to ask me right now, like, what can I do to increase my sales? The first thing I'm going to look at is what type of content are you producing for your business? How are you promoting what you are selling? The truth is, oftentimes we don't actually promote ourselves enough. So the first thing to understand is there are different pieces of content that you can put out for your business, and different pieces of content serves different purposes in your business. So previously in this series, we talked about how to build your target audience, and we talked about the importance of shareable content. I told you guys in that video that sometimes shareable content won't actually lead to sales, but shareable content may get eyes on your business. So how then can we get those eyes and those followers and those lurkers to turn into purchasers, buyers, and customers or clients in our business? Now, first things first, your visuals have to be bomb. I want us all to get into the mindset right now that in order to have content that leads to sales, we need to do the most. We need to be the lead head marketer and brand ambassador for our brand. Meaning, like, we're no longer doing the bare minimum. There's no stock photos. Get a camera, take pictures of your products. There's no just saying, hey, you guys, buy this. It's time to show our customer why they should buy our products. And so one of the first things that leads to amazing content that leads to sales is your content, is your pictures, are your videos, your reels, your stories, etc. Are they pulling on an emotional heartstring for your customer? Or is it directly addressing a need of your customer? And so that's going to be one of the best ways to ensure that you have content that actually leads to sales. So let's break that down. Let's talk about what we can do to have amazing content for our businesses. Once you know the need of your customer, your content is selling to them. So for an example, let's say you are a loungewear boutique or you sell basics and you really want to sell these loungewear sets or pieces to your audience, but you're not really sure what to do. Like, we want to paint a picture for them to show them how they can use our product, why they need our product, where they can wear their product to, where they can use the product at, etc. And so yes, I could just have a picture of me sitting here smiling and, you know, the caption says like, get your loungewear here or whatever. Or you can pose yourself in the living room of your house on the couch. Go sit on the couch, have a cup of coffee, and now you're showing how you're selling these cozy basics. You're showing them how they need these basics to be comfortable and cute at home. So instead of just sitting there and smiling with the loungewear on, you're now painting an overall picture. So let me show you guys how this actually works for your business. So I had this 2-piece set. I'll put the picture somewhere on the screen. I told this story before on Instagram. I had this 2-piece set and I was doing what I'm telling you guys to do. You know, pose yourself here, take pictures there, paint the picture here. You know, I was doing what I told you guys to do, but I was at the end of a photo shoot and, you know, at the end of the photo shoot and I was tired. So I said, you know what? I can sit on this big comfy orange couch in the middle of my kitchen / living room with boxes in the background. I can still make a sale that way. I can be lazy with my content, as some of us will say. I said I can be lazy with my content. You know, I'm gonna make those sales like I've been making those sales. The second that I stepped outside of what I'm telling y'all to do, I posted that picture, no sales. And it's even crazy because, y'all, I sold that exact same outfit in a different color like the week before and it sold out like instantly. Then I have this one and it's no sales. Like, painting the picture accurately for your audience is important. If you say that you're giving boldness, fearlessness, uniqueness, why are you in the middle of a dirty kitchen with boxes in the background? If you say that you're giving cozy vibes, cozy loungewear, and you want to be cozy, why are you standing like this, looking uncomfortable in your picture? We have to follow through with our content. That's what's important here. Following through. If we say we serve an audience, serve that audience. Like, give it your all. Again, get into that mindset of who your customer is. So back to the story. 0 sales. So I had one of 2 options. I could just say, you know what? I just don't make any sales. My business sucks. Nobody cares about me. Or I can go back to what has worked before. If you've made any sales in your business, go back to what happened to make that sale. In the past, when I made the sales for that outfit in a different color, I was looking bomb in my kitchen, you know, giving pandemic cuteness. So why did I think I can step down for this 2-piece set? So after 3 days, or I think it was like either 3 days or a week, however long it was, with no sales for that outfit, I put the outfit back on, because sometimes we just have to be willing to try again. I put the outfit back on, and I did what I needed to do, and the results was that outfit then also sold out. Just that simple. As we're selling things online, your customers are very visual people. If you're selling products, your customers are visual. You need to be able to catch their attention. We need captivating content. But let's talk about how this also applies to a service-based business. Again, we are pulling on their emotional heartstrings, and we also want to address their needs. As a service-based business owner, addressing their needs means you need to face their struggle head on. Let's say you want to sell an email marketing guide. Something I might say is, you know, email marketing has been one of the leading sources of sales in my business. You can even show some of your results with email marketing. And then you want to go back to that customer and where they are. If you are struggling with email marketing and it's coming off as really difficult, let me help you. Or it does not have to be that difficult. With the email marketing guide, I will teach you blah, da, 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 da. Talk about their struggles, and then talk about and mention how what you sell is going to help them with that struggle. Like, at this point, the price almost does not matter. When you bring value to the table and you're addressing a direct need of your audience, and you're showing how your product or service is the solution, price goes out the window. Something else I want to add on to your content is you want to make it appealing. So as I told you guys, that example with the 2-piece set, it wasn't appealing because the background was janky. And so that's the same thing for you. If you're selling a product, make sure your background is clean, free of clutter. Like, no cluttered rooms, no dim lit bedrooms or living rooms or dining rooms. We have to get out of that. So if you don't have the space, let me tell y'all, I have not always had the funds to have a photographer who has a photo studio. I haven't always had that. I haven't always had the funds for that. So before I could afford a photographer in a studio, I made my house a studio, because we don't always have a blank wall. We don't always have a clean room. Maybe you have kids running around or whatever the case is. And so with that being said, you want to use what you have, meaning go on Amazon and invest in a backdrop stand, backdrop paper, backdrop stand, get it in whatever color you want. So let's say you don't have the means or the space to take pictures inside of your home and it look nice, and you want to save money, then choose a really nice outside area that you can take your pictures in. So go out and scout in your city and find areas with a really nice background. Something that worked for me in the beginning was almost empty shopping plazas. I found this really nice shopping plaza close to where I lived, and on Sunday mornings, it's pretty much empty. So I took my pictures on Sunday mornings. So that gave me the ability to have really nice product photos, because I just went outside during the daytime when the lighting was good, and I chose an area that really matched what I felt like my brand was about. So because I'm giving boldness, uniqueness, for the women on the go, all those things, me walking fiercely down a shopping plaza makes sense for my audience. So what makes sense for yours? The next factor that really allows for amazing bomb content is knowing that it's all in the details. So if you're someone who you sell a physical product, that means like getting multiple product shots of the details of what you're selling. And you want to get multiple pictures, that way you're able to market continually without having to repeat the same picture over and over again. The details are also important in your service-based business. The more details you share about what you are selling as a service, whether you are giving a massage, you're giving a home-cooked meal, or you're doing coaching services, the more details you give, the more comfortable your audience is with buying from you. The goal really is to be able to sell without having to talk to too many customers. They should be able to see our content, read the details, and purchase, feeling very confident in what they are buying. And so the more details you give is going to be really helpful to capturing more sales when you're selling online. Something I want to emphasize again is going above and beyond. So we talked about earlier how like everything should be a production. So in that, think about making videos. Let me tell you, my business popped, okay, last year in 2020 when I started to implement videos for what I was selling, videos for my clothing business, and then the videos like this talking about my coaching services and what my value is in coaching always leads to sales as a coach. So if you're selling a service, have videos of what you sell, talking about your services, talking about what you'll do to help your customer. But if you're selling a product, also get videos. Kind of imagine your content and your videos like a mini commercial. When someone watches that video, they should be able to get a full understanding of what it is you're selling. They should be able to get excited. They should be able to see your product in real time, how it moves, how it works, how it can be used, etc. I have this video, I'll put it here. It was like a quick video that I made on my phone last year for upcoming new arrivals for the fall. I titled the campaign A Fearless Fall. And so then I want to say, okay, well, how can I show them having a fearless fall? I know I'm selling these loungewear sets that people are loving loungewear sets, but how can I show an elevated loungewear set and also talk about being fearless and also talk about having fall? So I literally went in my living room. I had a blank wall, had a coffee mug. And so all I did was I walked into the camera and I did a twirl. I changed my outfit, put another color on. I walked in and I did a twirl. And these videos can be simply edited on iMovie. All I did was I slowed the video down, then I sped it up at some points. I put the two clips together and I just put the term Fearless Fall, dropping September, whatever the date was of that drop last year. And that video got people really hyped about what's to come in my business. So showing off a production, a video of what you're selling is gonna be helpful to make those sales and to make that connection with your audience. One of the last pieces of things to think about when you're putting out content is the timeline of your content. So when it comes to putting out content in a timeline, I like to think about, okay, when will things be available? Now, I believe in building up the hype. That means talking about something before it's actually available. And really that helps your audience to kind of get ready and get in the mood to purchase before it's actually for sale. That makes it really easy to have instant sales. Instant sales happen when I've done the pre-work of kind of showing something to my audience before it's available. And so to do that, understand and know for yourself when something's gonna launch, whether it's a product or a service, and beforehand you want to have, I'm talking about the most eye-catching, captivating, amazing content. Here's an example. If you ask me like how much time in advance should you put out some preview content, I've played around with a lot of different timelines. I've done things a week in advance, I've done things 3 to 5 days in advance, and honestly the truth for me was when I did things too far in advance, like a whole week in advance, the hype dies down rather quickly. But secondly, most importantly, you know, we build up this hype and we show these things ahead of time. You have to remember to follow through with your campaign and with your marketing. So a lot of times our sales are lacking because we fall off, we die down, the hype dies down. What this looks like, if you're gonna do the most and show up before something's even available, make sure you show up even harder on launch day, and make sure you show up just as hard throughout the week, throughout the days, as that thing is still for sale. You really are showing up until you've reached your goal. So this is just the beginning of making sales in your business. Remember to show up, do the most. You have the permission, okay, to do the most as it pertains to your business, because if you don't, who will? And you can do that through your content. And of course, we're not going to get too much into this now. I do this more so in one-on-one coaching, but of course you can then take the content that performs well and turn that content into social media ads, repurpose it into your emails, show it off in your text marketing. Make sure you're using that content in various spaces, even outside of social media, to really drive home the sales with your audience. So this is just part one of the 3 C's that bring sales to your business. Tomorrow we're going to get more into how to create stories that sell and my specific strategies of how I was able to build a 6-figure business off of my stories and off of building community with my customers. So make sure you tune back in for tomorrow.